I want to talk today about just highs and lows in life and, some of the tricks and tools that I use to manage those highs and lows. Because I'm in Las Vegas right now. My flight got canceled. I was supposed to be back home right now with my kids, with my family, my fiance, you know, and I'm still here. And I'll be here until Wednesday. So extended 2 days. Flight got canceled. Not a lot of control I have over that. I looked at other options and the other options were not affordable. So the most affordable thing I can do is stay here and go on the flight that they rescheduled for me. So that's what I'm going to do. However, it put me in a really negative disposition. Like my attitude was bad, my energy was low. It took me some time to get back to just wanting to do anything because all I want to do right now is be home, and that's not an option. So, let's talk about what do you do when you don't get to have the options that you want, right? I want to go home, and there's absolutely nothing at this point that I can do but wait. So in the meantime, while I wait, I had to self-talk. So that's one thing I like to use, a lot of positive self-talk or just regular self-talk. I had to convince myself that I should shift my energy, make the best of the rest of what I got here, the time I have here. So I got some family. I got to hang out with them a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm going to see them some more. Today, I just had to take to myself. And that's another thing I do. I'll take a day or 2 days to myself. I just need to, whatever. Today, I took a walk. I got on the bus out here. I just need to do things to clear my mind so I'm not focused and fixated on being stuck and not going home, right? My mind shifted to what can I do to make the best of these next 2 days. So with that said, I plan on going tomorrow to see my auntie again and do my laundry. I need to do that before I get on the plane. So I'll have my laundry all done. And I don't know, maybe she'll cook a good meal for me. I went over to my other cousin's house the other day. They cooked, and I really enjoy some home cooked meals. So once you're ready, surround yourself around positive people who pour light into you, right? Who bring you positive energy and positive vibes. Because those people are going to be around to recharge you, and those are the true people who are going to be there to pick you up when things are down. And they're going to be the ones to celebrate you when things are up and try to keep you, in that realm of celebration and remind you of who you are. Because there's a lot of people out here who want you to be something that you're not. They want you to be like them. They want you to be this one aspect of who you are, because that's, one side of you that they experienced and they really like it. And they wish it could go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, right? That's not life. Happiness is a temporary state. It's not something that you're supposed to be happy all day, all the time, right? We go through a range of emotions. Happiness is one of them, and it's a great emotion. It's a great feeling. However, to desire and want constant happiness is not logical at all. And that's the problem with our social media stuff. Happiness releases dopamine, and so does pressing that button and seeing those likes on your screen. That releases dopamine too. So, people become hooked on dope from electronics. You don't have to be a crackhead or a alcoholic or, any of those other things nowadays. You could just be really addicted to your device. And I see a lot of people like that, and it's a sickness. I've had to take measures in my own hands for myself. I wanted to, doing this digital creation, I'm around screens a lot. I'm doing things a lot. And when I'm not doing this, truly, I step away. I turn it all off. I put it all away. Being present in the moment is what helps you as well when you're having one of those low moments, right? Because life is going to go on. You could be sad, you could have lost someone, your best friend's not talking to you right now, break up with a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it is, had a bad argument with a loved one. All those things, those are things that, kind of bring your vibration down. And it takes some time to get your vibration back up. So, and sometimes, with that, you have to be in the silence and be okay with that, because you need to listen to your own thoughts. You need to reflect. And, those are the things that help me, just reflection, being by myself, isolated, and just away from distractions, away from noise, because then I can really show, I can really pay myself the real attention that I deserve. And you all should be paying each other and yourselves that attention that is deserved. It doesn't cost anything, right? To pay attention, it's cheap, it's free. You just do it, like Nike. So, my tools focus on being present in the moment. You might have to meditate and do some deep breathing just to come to peace with everything, because you're so worked up, you're so upset, or you're so just kind of like low, and maybe a depression, anxiety, all those things, whatever thoughts and feelings and emotions come up, there's tools to deal with those things. And how I've gotten through a lot of my turmoil, and just having good things happening, right? I could have a very busy schedule where I'm doing a lot of positive things, and that takes sometimes some focus and meditation, and for me to just be still, be quiet, get my thoughts together, formulate my thought process, put the emotions out there that I want to happen, visualize what I want to see happen, and then tell myself it's going to happen, and I will do everything to make it happen. And that is how you manifest. And right now it's a great time to be right now is a great time to be manifesting. Everything is happening quick. If you know what's happening right now with the universe and everything that's going on, we are in what's called a quickening. Time is definitely shorter. The matrix time, that's getting shorter. If y'all haven't noticed, there's just not enough time to get everything done that you need done. The sun is down before you know it, and you're starting it all over. This is the unhealthy system we've been in, and it's all starting to fall apart. And some people are nervous. I'm very optimistic. Part of me being delayed here is because of system, the matrix falling apart, government shutdowns, those sort of things. So that's out of my hand. I can't do much about it. And I'm going to make the best of the rest of the trip that I have here out in beautiful Las Vegas. And it's nice right now. It's good to be under the sun. Go outside, get in nature, recharge your cells. I've been outside doing a lot of walking, and it's been great. My feet hurt. Like the first night I was here, my feet were hurting because I don't do that much walking, but now I think my body's adjusted to it. And that's the same with when you're practicing these techniques on how to manage your stress, how to go from high to low, how to manage those lows and manage those highs, because you don't want to fly too high. You might get burnt by the sun like Icarus. So make sure you don't shoot up too fast, because you can fall back down just as fast. And with that said, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my trip here in beautiful Las Vegas. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful time and day. Love each other. Tell someone you love them today, because they may not have heard it. So with that said, I love you and thank you for listening to this message.